Hey everybody, welcome back to Quali-Tea time. Again, a little bit late this week. Apologies for that. It's been a really difficult couple of days, and my sleep schedule has pretty much dissolved entirely, so that's gonna be fun in a couple of days. Anyways, we've had some interesting technical difficulties over the last week or two. We've had our brand new NT1 microphone, which we can still see the box over here, because apparently that's just my lot in life to have lots of boxes lying around my office now. And today I had this break. This is my mouse, of course. Awkward FUD included. And I've had it for a good few years now. I don't honestly recall how many, but today it decided that one of its macro buttons would just freeze on, which consequently means it's usually scrolling through all of my tabs in whatever browser I'm in, or it's just muting continually the audio on the computer, so well, that's kind of a pain. So, right now I'm back to the Rat 3, which is extremely old, but wired and reliable and probably designed before ergonomics was a classified field. But that's what I've got to work with for now, because it's pretty much near the end of the month, and that kind of means I'm low on cash, and it's been an expensive month as well. Because, as it turns out, I'll be in London on the 22nd. This is for Creator Day London. I'll be down there with fellow World of Madness denizens, I guess we'd call them, or residents, patients, inmates, Monkey, Mikachi, and Tops to Gear, and I have managed to procure a camcorder for the event, so hopefully we'll be able to get some in-the-field footage from that. Beyond that, though, I'm thinking that I'm probably going to try splitting episode 6 of The Haunting, which is the behind-the-scenes segment, into two different parts, one of which will be released after the actual ending episode has aired, and the first half will cover episodes 1 to 3, so that I can actually have something out on that, because it's taking a fair while, I'm not entirely certain why, to get episodes 4 and 5 scripted, and then of course we have to film it, and I have to edit it all, and all that, and that's not the least bit helped by the fact that we're half of our RAM sticks down, so yeah. Feel like the channel has sat idle for a bit too long. We've pretty much only had vlogs out for the last couple of weeks, and that's not a situation that sits well with me as somebody who was previously releasing like 6 videos total a week. So I'm going to try and get a non-vlog video out sometime this week. That will either be Friday, of course this being first day you see this, or Sunday after I get back from London. Other than that though, on to the schedule. On Thursday 11 PM BST, it's Midnight Souls, twitch.tv/lyinginbedmon. On Saturday, we don't know exactly what's happening because half the party and the DM are in London all day, so keep an eye on @thedragonhat on Twitter. Lastly for the week, on Tuesday it's an installment of Yoke Dwarves live at 9 PM BST over twitch.tv/lyinginbedmon. Hand on to the questions. So as always, these are drawn from the comments section of the preceding video. This last week was particularly abundant in comments, so apparently people like that I live under the thumb of Snorlax now. Our first question of the week comes from Nayeri Anime Lover, I think. I'm not terribly certain there. It could be Nayeri and Emelver, for all I can tell here. Was the witch's villainy inevitable with their dark magic research, or did it result from the well being sealed? Which is to say, were they corrupted into villainy by their dark occult research, or was it the result of their trauma being in the well? The answer is a bit of both. Before the witch became the witch, of course, they were what we have classified as a witch in potentia, which is a lying with the right kind of personality traits, the right behavioral assets, the right kind of preferences and habits and whatnot, the right occupation and interests, that if you push them just right, they'll become a force of quite overwhelming evil. And it's not exactly that the witch was inevitable. No one is predestined to become a witch, having been a witch in potentia, and it's also not so much that it was unavoidable. The witch was perfectly fine up until the part where they got sealed in the well for who knows how long. And it then didn't help that they kind of ate the life force of 135,000 plus people. But the witch in particular, in order for us to classify a witch in potential, we have to have a witch. So, Gavin Jeffress asks, how far have you gotten in Dark Souls 3? Well, the answer to that is that we have one Lord of Cinder remaining, which is the Young Prince, and after that we have to deal with the king, whose name escapes me, and possibly all of history as well, and we haven't touched the DLC just yet. We have a couple of locations left to visit, 1 or 2 optional bosses are around, but we are actually getting towards the end game of this, so it'll be interesting to see what our next game is on Midnight. Lastly, Too Many Fandoms asks, does the PS4 and TV mean we can expect console games in the future? Yes and no. Yes, in that I can play them now, so I'm having a lot of fun roaming around in Horizon Zero Dawn, mostly just getting a Strider and wishing I could pet it like this was Breath of the Wild. But no, in that in order for me to record a PS4, I don't so much need a TV as I need a capture card. I would need to be able to hook the PS4 up to Elemental here, and capture cards can be quite expensive, to say nothing of the games themselves, which are like 50 quid each. So I'd like to, it would be interesting to try, but for the moment it's economically infeasible. And that's all for today, so I hope you've all enjoyed, and as always, I'll catch you all next time.